because they want to build this country up into a violent reaction so they can delegitimise your concerns and your fears.
I just got...
I'm 70 years old!
That's just incredible.
Well,
they just pepper sprayed us in Canary Wharf.
We was just walking through!
Look what they're doing! Look what the police are doing!
The new English Revolution is happening, but the deep state wants to pummel patriots into renewed silence by arresting mums for proudly unfurling the Union Jack and pepper spraying 70-year-old pink ladies terrified about the safety of their granddaughters. This is life under authoritarian slippery Starmer's regime, where there were extraordinary scenes up and down the country all weekend, awe-inspiring at times, disturbing when the police used overreach. But one thing I can tell you is certain. The MSM don't want you to know about how widespread this revolt is, as these scenes of patriots on the march and raising the colours in West Drayton show. Now, barely a word was mentioned in the regime media, even as the biggest accounts internationally on Elon Musk's X broadcast the images to the world. End Wokeness posted England is finally waking up, prompting Niall Gardner to declare there is a political revolution taking place in the UK today. But Inevitable West added, the legacy media is failing to report on a revolution happening in England. No, I'm not joking. And Peter Sweden went further, reporting over 35 protests this weekend in Britain against open borders, thousands of patriots that want to protect their country. Why isn't this bigger news in the mainstream media? Almost like it's a cover-up. Well, I'm going to go one step further. This is a cover-up. This is a mainstream media cover-up of a new English revolution. Because indeed, if it wasn't for social media, independent reporters and citizen journalists, the government could keep pretending that everything is okay. But we know it's not. And Tommy Robinson believes the government, via its authorities, is now attempting to prompt the British public into violence.
Provoke the British public into violent reactions. There can be no other explanation for what they're doing. What they've done at Epping, I've seen videos this weekend of women being attacked, of young children being pepper sprayed. I'm seeing pure provocation from police forces, which I'd say is totally intentional, because they want to build this country up into a violent reaction so they can delegitimise your concerns and your fears. Right now, we, as a movement, as people, from Epping to Canary Wharf to all over the country to Norwich, up until now, are winning the hearts and minds of the British public, who are sick to death of the betrayal of our country and people. You're winning the hearts and minds. That will turn like that, and they're trying to turn it like that. Do not let them be successful.
If you don't believe him, then it's worth looking at the horrifying scenes from Epping, Essex and Canary Wharf, London from yesterday in more detail. After the High Court decision was overturned by Starmer's government to keep the Bell Hotel open, the Patriots of Essex announced they would continue their campaign of peaceful resistance.
And this phone is not going to call Thank you, Pete. You think this is safe for people to drive? He calls an
Is this the far right? I don't think so. There's nothing far right against these people. These are just decent people sticking up for their women and their children. Yeah, sorry, officer. There's people in the field behind. I'm guessing there could be 1,000 people here.
Is it working?
Good people too.
Leader of the Epping mums, Sarah White of Reform UK, last night delivered a powerful official statement calling for patriots to stop paying the BBC licence fee and council tax as a new means of protest.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we stand here today as proud English men and women, steadfast in our resolve to uphold our constitutional and common law rights as subjects of this great nation, England. These rights, enshrined by our own English Convention Parliament and safeguarded by the English Bill of Rights, include a supremacy clause that no foreign court or convention can override. We assert our fundamental right to protest peacefully, a right woven into the fabric of our history, from the peasants' revolt started in Essex to Peterloo, Manchester. The people of Essex once repelled a Napoleonic invasion. As an English town, we declare that we will not consent to governance that endangers our communities in response to the misinformation and propaganda disseminated by the British Broadcasting Corporation and others. We refuse to pay the television licence fee. Furthermore, we will not pay council tax. As non-payment of taxes has long been a legitimate form of protest in our land, we call upon English people to join us in this peaceful stand. Raise the colours, fly the St George Cross across England and the Essex County flag in our proud country. Let us unite in these actions, refuse the licence fee, withhold council tax and display our flags with pride. This is our message and we ask you to share it with the nation. Protect our children!
What a patriot, what an incredible woman. But can you believe that within minutes of delivering that very speech, Sarah White had been arrested for flying the Union Jack on the Epping Council building? Watch.
But it looks like the police are trying to cause a scene. Look at that! Look what they're doing! Look what the police are doing! What are they doing? What are the police doing here?
Move down the stairs. It's not safe on these stairs. She's a woman.
What are they doing?
Just for the bottom of the stairs.
Have a look at this.
That prompted Elon Musk to post, "This is crazy." But that was just the beginning, with the police then targeting the other organiser of Epping's peaceful protests. Jack Hadfield reported Callum Barker was arrested right in front of my eyes. He moved ever so slightly towards the police vans after Sarah White was arrested, and then the police grabbed him. He's allegedly being charged with incitement to racial hatred. That's not why he was nicked then. Watch. Reforms Orla Minnie-Hayne, who will actually be here on Outspoken tomorrow, but you could see her there, revealed the police were hunting her down too.
Sarah's obviously been arrested, apparently for inciting violence by standing with a Union Jack. I just don't understand it. And I can't believe the violence and the aggression that they arrested her with. I've just never seen anything like it. And the irony that we are standing outside a hotel protesting about women and children and violence towards women and children, and our very own police take a 5'3" mother and drag her down the stairs, 4 of them in riot gear. I've never seen anything like it. I'm beyond shocked. And then I heard them say, "Where's the other one?" which obviously meant me, so I just got out of the area. I'm in shock, and she's got kids at home, she's a single mum, I don't even know where she is.
Why do you think they just wouldn't let her stand there with a flag and perhaps block other people coming up to her?
They wanted to arrest someone tonight. They wanted to arrest people. They arrested her and Callum. Callum did nothing. They wanted to arrest someone and make an example of her. I mean, it's like Lucy Connolly all over again, right?
Last night's scenes came after there was further horror on Friday night in Epping, which included a man being dragged by police from his car in front of his sobbing young son. If you're enjoying what we're doing here on Outspoken, please consider joining our thriving community over on Substack, www.outspoken.live. You can sign up completely for free, but Substack is so important to me. It is a free speech platform. It protects me from big tech cancellation. Plus, you get to communicate directly with me. Head on over www.outspoken.live, enter your email address, and sign up today.
Whoa!
What are you doing?
What are they doing to him?
What are you doing?
They're trying to drag him out the car.
What are you doing? No, you're getting silly now, bruv.
What on earth are they doing to him? He's trying to go home. He can't move at all here. They're making his son cry as well. I'm not getting that on camera. His son is just in tears.
How are you dragging him out of the car?
What are they doing? Look at his son. There's his son there.
It's a fucking liberty.
What are they doing? What are they doing to him? They've got him up to the van. This is police brutality now. Everyone, if you're watching this, make sure to share this everywhere. Clip all of this and get it out there. Send it to the news media, everything. People need to see what is going on tonight. Get this shared out everywhere you can see. They've just arrested a man who was trying to go home. So now they're arresting people for trying to go home. How is that legal?
Then there was a young boy himself aggressively arrested.
Come to the floor, yeah? To the floor now. To the floor. Boys, what are you doing?
Why are you doing that to him? Look how you're grabbing him up, getting his leg off.
Now!
That's lovely.
Whoa.
Oh, no, easy!
Hey, we do!
Watch his back on the thorns. Wait, no, just move the thorns. Let's move the thorns out of the way, mate. Move the thorn booth. Stand on it, mate.
If he calms down, everything will be...
No, but it's for your officers as well. Your officers as well, mate. That's it.
And there were even clashes between police and independent journalists. And it's really worth thinking about why these locals are so angry. Well, there was a shocking reminder from Tommy Robinson, who revealed it appears by his own social media posts that an illegal immigrant staying at the Bell Hotel in Epping recorded the protest out his window and also has many posts of him with heavy firearms. You can see the shocking footage here. Of course, we don't want these people in our community, but we don't want them in our country at all. And why I think that this was probably a plan by the police, is that they were just as heavy-handed over at Canary Wharf in London, where the Pink Ladies teamed up with male locals, some of whom were masked, and I don't like that, but watch.
shove your section forward up your arse. You can shove your section forward up your arse. You can shove your section forward. Shove your.
But this was actually a very positive demonstration, right? With the local Bangladeshi community even teaming up with the Pink Ladies.
Protests organised by local people. But outside agitators are coming here trying to make this into a racist thing. Our point is very clear. If this community was racist, then how is it that myself, second, third generation British Bangladeshi, how could I have thrived and prospered in this community if everyone here was racist? So no, nobody here is racist. It's just how the narrative is being controlled or in fact being orchestrated. There are outside agitators, and I don't want to go into conspiracy theories. Our message is very clear. We are concerned about the safety of our community, the well-being of our community. We're not racist, we're not against immigration, we are against controlled immigration, uncontrolled immigration. The government needs to get a handle on its borders, our borders. It needs to consult local communities before it dumps migrants into our community like we've seen with the Britannia Hotel. So my message to my section of the community is that no, it's completely untrue. These are not racist protests. These ladies, these lads, we've grown up together. We wouldn't be here if they were completely racist. And
okay, so do not believe the mainstream media, okay? Believe Shucks, who was very, very clear that all of these protesters were anything but racist, and they all moved together, including with Lorraine, the 70-year-old leader, into the mall at Canary Wharf, where she gave this powerful speech.
And money talks, okay? Money talks. So we need these guys to help us shut down that hotel, okay? Or otherwise, we will be here every single week.
But within minutes, there were clashes with the police, resulting in members of the public, including Lorraine and independent journalists recording what was happening, being pepper sprayed.
I just got pepper sprayed. Oh my God. Pepper sprayed. These officers here just randomly attacked an individual protesting. And look, this was a demonstration to cause maximum disturbance, and they had achieved that. But the police response of being violent is just here to antagonise us.
Yeah, indeed. Because how else can you explain 17-year-old young Bob being pepper sprayed and 70-year-old Lorraine being pepper sprayed? Watch.
Yeah.
I'm 70 years old!
That's just incredible. They just pepper sprayed us in Canary Wharf.
We was just walking through!
I saw the police officer get it out. This is incredible. Everyone's choking. There's been another journalist as well. Another journalist goes here just...
Yeah, you should watch that and be horrified and actually believe that this was a plan. Because let me tell you, the police had absolutely no issue. The same police at Canary Wharf had absolutely no issue with the hard left Antifa mob calling for the death of their enemies just down the road outside the Britannia Hotel. But first, something really important to talk to you about: scammers and spammers who are out there to ruin your life. We've all experienced more and more of those spam emails, text messages, and robo phone calls. Not only are they annoying and time-consuming to deal with, but they usually represent a gross invasion of your private information that can actually cause vast financial and reputational damage. Like, how the heck did they get your information in the first place? Well, it's likely as a result of data brokers who know everything about you, your health information, relationship status, mortgage details, and so much more, and then sell it for a profit. These data brokers can directly or indirectly expose sensitive information to bad actors, putting you at risk of identity theft. The number of data breaches worldwide rises every year. According to the annual data breach report by the Identity Theft Resource Center, it went up by 72% in 2023 compared to the previous year. This means you and your loved ones are also at constantly increasing risk of data breaches, as a growing list of data brokers hold your personal information, which is then being sold or published online without you even knowing about it. The consequences can be shocking. Health insurance companies could actually raise your rates based on your online activity. Huge loans have been taken out under people's names without them even knowing about it. Do you know scammers, this is shocking, have even started to use AI to mimic the voices of friends and family to trick victims into sending them money. These imposter scams rely entirely on the voice data they can find online. Now, while you can ask these data brokers to delete your personal information, the process takes hundreds of hours to do manually and requires repetition. So the good news is that today I have a solution for you that I use and personally endorse. Go to incogni.com/outspoken and get 60% off an annual plan. Incogni reaches out to data brokers on your behalf, requests your personal data removal, and handles any objections from their side. And the whole process is automated, ensuring that your data stays off the market by conducting repeated removals and taking down your data if it pops up again. This is what makes the annual subscription really advantageous. I do that plan, and it means I'm just constantly being taken off these lists. It's a simple process to you. Simply create an account, grant Incogni the right to work for you, and they will contact the data brokers on your behalf to request your personal data removal. So go to Incogni, that's incogni.com/outspoken, and you will get 60% off the annual plan right now. It could be the most important decision you make. But now, back to the show.
Racists in the sea. Letting every refugee. Throw the racists in the sea. Letting every refugee. Throw the racists in the sea. Say it loud, say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Refugees are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Refugees are welcome here.
Connolly was arrested for inciting racial hatred, and the protest friends behind me are literally saying that fascists should throw themselves in rivers, referring to the protests at the Britannia Hotel. So they're calling for the suicide of counter-protesters, and they don't get arrested.
Very good point. Now, I also believe that the police were told to pepper spray patriots this weekend because they were so keen to use the pepper spray during a protest in Portsmouth, they ended up pepper spraying each other. Watch.
He's spraying everyone in the crowd. Oh, shit. Oh, he's got her. Oh, taste your own medicine. Oh.
Yeah, so the police, desperate to pepper spray patriots, end up pepper spraying other police officers. By the way, there were good patriots in Portsmouth who also managed to drive away the British bashing corporation.
You see here? British Brainwash Corporation. No, don't.
BBC, not welcome here.
You're not welcome here. Not welcome here. BBC, 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 not welcome here. BBC's not welcome here. BBC's not welcome here. BBC's not welcome here. BBC's not welcome here. Go on!
There were also two-tier policing clashes outside the Britannia Hotel in Bournemouth. Watch this with Alan Miller.
I've seen you back 3/4 of this event.
Obviously, some people are quite annoyed, so they're making their voices heard. That's all right.
The reason we're getting annoyed is because they keep videoing our side and they're not videoing their side. And I thought the police were supposed to stay impartial, but they're clearly not staying impartial. I've made constant complaints against the police for not doing this evening, but once again, they're videoing our side. So I thought the police were supposed to stay impartial. But to me, when they're videoing us for 3/4 of the event, that's not impartial policing, if you ask me. You know, I'm no genius, don't get me wrong, but that's not correct. They should be doing this right.
It sounds right. We didn't see them filming anyone with a counter protest.
Why don't you film Antifa down there?
Yeah.
Why are you filming us all?
Well, I'll tell you why. Because there's two-tier policing up and down the United Kingdom, including in Swindon, where I have to give credit to Reform's councillor Augustus Urquhart Nicholas, who confronted a police officer directly about what was happening.
Yeah. Ask, is there a reason why you've been told to all line up against this side rather than against this side? But you're really close and you've got a lot more people right up against that line. Okay.
This is our working space.
Yeah, that's fair enough. No, that's fine. I just, you can see why people might think that it's an example of two-tier policing.
I have no comment to make other than the fact that you can see we're mirror image both sides, aren't we?
Thanks for talking.
Well, you might have no comment to make, but we could all see it. We can all see it with our own eyes. And thank God for the independent journalists who are bringing these beautiful scenes to our eyes. And I really do need to express how this peaceful local action really did take place truly up and down the country. I mean, huge amount of patriots in Dartford, for example. There were patriots targeting the Marriott Hotel in Cheshunt.
About outside the Marriott Hotel in Cheshunt, and a small group of the Patriot protesters have gone out into the roundabout, and the police are obviously trying to usher them out. Things are getting a little bit hairy. I'll keep you guys posted. The small group of protesters that broke off seem to be heading towards the motorway. The police are obviously not going to let this happen, so...
You're walking onto.
Yeah, so police are obviously going to try and stop this from happening as soon as possible. It is far too dangerous. Oh shit.
Go on, Emma. Let your cardio.
Okay guys, I'm not going to follow simply because that's just too dangerous.
And then there was the UKIP leader Nick Tenconi arriving at the Copthorne Hotel in Gatwick.
Refugees not welcome here. Say it loud. Say it clear. Refugees not welcome here. Communist scum off our streets. Communist scum off our streets. Send them home. Send them home. Send them home.
Kelly J. Keane also raised the issue at Speaker's Corner.
I fully support the protest against the migrant hotels, and I think we need to take issue very, very quickly on behalf of the dignity and safety of women and say no more migration without background checks.
And I have to say the scenes in Skegness were particularly extraordinary, with Bernie Spofford recording, "This is Skegness, once a tourist town, but now the hotels are full of illegal migrants. No money for local businesses, rising intimidation, and locals at breaking point. The government says the illegal migrants' rights are more important than theirs." Tommy Robinson added, "Huge numbers on the streets of Skegness today. Skeggy has always been a favourite seaside town for holidaying Brits, yet in recent years, because of its many hotels, has become a dumping ground for unvetted migrant men. The people have had enough." And perhaps I thought it was best left to a grandma from Braintree to explain why patriots feel so damn passionate.
No, 4 of them, sorry, were standing here staring at my little granddaughter. They then started walking towards her, so I had to run and go and pick her up. Sorry.
Don't apologise. Listen, you take your time. Don't worry. You're in a safe place. We're all here supporting you. We're listening to you. We believe you. It's okay.
And also, I was in a shop one day with my daughter who got abused when she was younger, and one of them was standing so close behind her, she could feel his man bits in her back, and she cried and wanted to get out that shop.
Yet the MSM, what I just find so disgraceful is they choose to ignore the stories that those brave women have to tell, those incredible scenes up and down the country, to focus on lefty losers like this.
They've been chanting at you. If not in the hotels, would you take them in?
Well, in my house? Well, I wouldn't fit 60 people in my house, would I? So I think a hotel is a perfectly fine place for now. The issue is the asylum seekers that are living in this house have come from the most, if you look at the top 10 most dangerous countries in the world right now, a lot of the men that are living in this hotel are from those countries. Their dads, their uncles, their older siblings. They've made a really dangerous, difficult journey to try and get sanctuary for them and their families. So it's really important they have somewhere to go, and that's completely within our international laws. And if it ever happened to us, I'd hope another country would welcome me in. But they're stuck in a hotel and they don't really want to be. They would absolutely love for the Home Office to speed things up, approve their illegal refugee status, so they can set up a life here. They can get a house, they can get a job, they can start paying their tax and contributing to our society. And that's great, because we've got lots of diversity in this area and we can take more. It's ridiculous what people are saying. It's not true. And that's why we feel so passionately and why we've come out today, to show that these views are not welcome here, but the asylum seekers are.
LBC, meanwhile, decided to nitpick over the definition of asylum seeker.
They are not asylum seekers.
They are seeking asylum, so therefore they are asylum seekers.
An asylum seeker is somebody that goes from a dangerous country to a safe country. The countries that border Britain are not.
Come on.
They overnight in France, which is a safe country. I'm not having.
Are they seeking asylum?
This is part of the problem.
Hold on. Are they seeking asylum?
They are entering the country illegally.
And what do they do when they come?
Economic migrants.
What do they do? 2/3 of the people that come on boats are found to have valid claims for asylum, so that's important to say as well. All I'm saying is somebody
they're not valid. I'm sorry.
I mean, the Home Office decides they're valid. You can say.
I don't trust the Home Office
that's fine.
At all.
But according to the official process and the official tribunals and the rulings, 2/3 of people who come here on small boats are found to be valid refugees.
But in the real world, they've gone from a dangerous country to a safe country and then another safe country, and overnighting in safe countries and coming to Britain as economic migrants, because they're safe. They're in a place of safety when they leave the dangerous country into a safe one.
Just got to be clear. If you come here and you claim asylum, I think it's very valid to describe you as an asylum seeker.
Not if you've entered the country illegally on a small boat. You're an illegal migrant.
International law doesn't specify that you can't claim asylum.
We could debate this all day, but they are, in my view, they are, and the view of most of the British people, they are illegal migrants. They are not asylum seekers. And this is a sad thing, because there are people that genuinely do claim asylum and they come to Britain for a reason. Genuine asylum seekers, and I'm afraid I do not buy the argument that those unvetted men in those hotels that have entered the country illegally are
the reason they're
people.
unvetted is obviously because we're taking so long to vet their applications.
They're unvetted because we don't know who they are. They throw their documentation in the channel.
No, they come here and they apply, and then we take 2 years to process their applications. That's why they're unvetted.
Irrelevant of how long it could take 2 weeks.
It's not, because
we don't know who they are, because they make it up on the spot in many cases.
If it was processed in 2 weeks, they wouldn't be unvetted, would they? They would have been vetted quickly.
How can you vet somebody when you don't know who they are?
Because they have to provide all sorts of evidence and documentation.
But they don't, because they throw it in the channel.
And the ones that throw it in the channel, if they can't prove who they are, won't have an asylum claim upheld.
And by the way, thank you so much, because we're now one away from 500,000, which is just extraordinary. There we are. Thank you so much. Sorry, just had to interrupt one moment. You've been amazing. You've been absolutely amazing. But back to it, Sly News. Can you believe this? Whaled out the Archbishop of York to slam Reform UK.
Well, I'd say to them, you haven't solved a problem. You've put it somewhere else, and you've done nothing to address the issue of what brings people to this country. And so, if you think that's the answer, you will discover in due course that all you have done is made the problem worse. So don't misunderstand me. I have every sympathy with those who find this difficult, every sympathy, as I do with those living in poverty. But I don't think we should, we should actively resist the kind of isolationist, short-term, knee-jerk, send them, in this case, send them home.
Let's put a name on it. Is that your message to Mr Farage?
Well, it is. I mean, Mr Farage is saying the things he's saying, but he is not offering any long-term solution to the big issues which are convulsing our world, which lead to this. I see no other way.
Perhaps the most sense, though, was spoken by the cancelled but brilliant comedian Jim Davidson, a true patriot.
Why is it that our Prime Minister hates our fucking country so much? So now, people that live in Epping have gone to court and they said, we don't want these fucking illegal, they're not asylum seekers, they're fucking illegal migrants coming in. These cowardly fucking awful where's their wives and children and their grandmothers? Left them there to fight, yeah? Yeah, that's it. I'm fucking Epping, shut up! Yeah, and so now they've gone to court and said that's bollocks. We don't care about what the people from Epping say. Now there's a big protest on the 13th of September. About taking our country back. And I wonder what's going to happen. What do you think's going to happen? But all them policemen will be putting in their brand new rainbow laces, won't they? Switching on their new police sirens.
And now, the superstar panel. Back with us, the brilliant Emma Kenny, psych therapist, social commentator. She is behind the hit YouTube channel Emma Kenny True Crime. And joining us for the first time, Joseph Moulton, head of Flag Force UK, the group which is raising the colours throughout the country. And Emma, I'm so sorry that it has taken this long to come to you, but I was so passionate with just really laying out what has actually been going on up and down this country over the weekend. Because honestly, if you're switched on the mainstream media today, including GB News and Talk TV, you would just have no idea that there is a revolution happening on our streets.
I just think it's terrifying that we have some kind of patriotism dysphoria in the UK where anybody who wants to be positive about the country, and this is from all ethnicities, all belief systems, are somehow tarred with this brush that it's far-right extremism. And also it's about the constant failure of the government to listen to the people. The reality is that the people are saying, we're really unhappy, we don't feel heard, we're scared about our communities, and they are just totally blanking them. And what do you expect apart from, at that point, the gravity and volume to increase and increase and increase until finally they have to be heard? And I think what you were saying was very true earlier on, that there's almost this climate of desire to cause riots and fights on the streets that make people look terrible, as opposed to seeing what's actually causing those, which is, I genuinely think, the roughhousing of individuals who are just trying to peacefully get their points across.
But Joseph Moulton, as the head of Flag Force UK, you must be disgusted to see Sarah White, the Reform UK leader of what's gone on in Epping. And by the way, they have been so peaceful throughout all of these weeks. The thing that got her arrested, Joseph, was unfurling the Union Jack flag.
Yeah, I think we've seen this sort of sentiment be echoed by the media a lot, and I think it's definitely seeped into the police force and whoever's making the decisions on those ends around, what is being considered incitement. We've had a few cases where local flaggers have wanted to flag certain areas across the country, and they've come to us saying, have you had experience of, flagging areas near mosques, etc., even though they are their local areas, because they're worried about this incitement to hatred. And it's not coming out of a place of that, but I feel like it's really been kind of ingrained into the cultural psyche now that you really need to be careful even where you can fly a national flag. And I think that's kind of indicative of a wider problem.
Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.